Laws, no matter how small, misdemeanor or felony, doesn't matter, are meant to keep people safe. They're meant to help people live a better life without the crime and corruption. But when you have the most simplest laws, and this was told to me literally by a fella named Sergeant Renault of the city police department, that they don't uphold laws like brights in town. Now, I don't know how many people have had people with brights that don't turn them off, and then they're quite annoying, aren't they? It's hard to see, and they blind people. Solid black windows is another one that is against the law. It's only a misdemeanor. It's small. It's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. And fictitious plates on their vehicles. And these are all misdemeanors, okay? These are all misdemeanors, but when you start stacking these misdemeanors up and you get told that they don't uphold these laws because they're only misdemeanors, then what you have is you have a basis for a huge crime to happen, because these areas can be exploited, and they are, even by the cops. I mean, so many of the cops in this town have solid black windows. They run around with no plates, and they do 80 miles an hour on 35-mile-an-hour streets. Citizens have complained to judges in this town about this problem in Coeur d'Alene. But like I said, the local FBI, which are just absolutely scum, they're scum. They're the same type of law enforcement FBI that's in Spokane County, too. That city rioted against that sheriff's office for its corruption. Where were the supposed FBI agents that have taken an oath to the Constitution? They don't exist. You know why? And it's simple, and it's really, really simple, and you can find this out really easy. They're all active members of the Brotherhood, okay? The Brotherhood owns the federal government. The Brotherhood owns the FBI field agents. The Brotherhood owns the sheriff's office through oversight, and they own the detectives in those sheriff's office. And then they just hand out badges to all their citizen members so they can come across state lines and commit felony federal crimes. Habitually, people. This is unlike anything I've ever seen. And if you look up online, you will find people all over the place that have experienced terrorism from this organization. They've been forced to flee, even their own ex-members that didn't want to be members anymore. That's not a religion, people. That's a Nazi regime. And they truly enjoy it. It's disgusting. And Pam Bondi, over 570 phone calls, somewhere in that area, since April 17th that I've left. That's just the very tip of the iceberg. I mean, my whole contacts list is 95% law enforcement, state and federal. But yet they continue to commit crimes because they are the most corruptive, abusive, terrorist organization you have ever seen in your life. And everybody knows what kind of things they love to do.